and courtesy. And Lil Champs, student creed number 1. Repeat after me. I promise.
I promise.
Say I can do it.
Say I can do it.
And to eat healthy food.
And to eat healthy food.
One clap. Student creed number 2. I promise.
I promise.
To do what I'm told with excitement.
To do what I am told with excitement.
And to always be good to others.
And to always be good to others.
You clap. Student creed number 3. I promise.
I promise.
To never misuse.
To never misuse
What I've learned in class.
what I've learned in class.
3 claps. And your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Right. All right, guys. Stop. Raise your hands to know a jumping jack. All right. Somebody show me how to do a jumping jack. Raise your hands to jumping. Hillary, can you show me? Nice job. Hillary, hand side. That was great. All right, guys. So we're going to do jumping jack just like Hillary. Everybody stand up square. And jump up and throw your hands over your head. Or jump ahead and square. And say 1. And jumping jack it. Say 2. And again. 3. Jump it again. 4. Nice work. And again. 5. Nice work. All right, guys. Now. That was 5 out. You can keep 5 without me. All right. And good energy, Hillary. And go. And then when you finish, you know, go square. Just like Hillary, just like Luca. All right, guys. Do that one more time. But this time you have to all do it at the exact same time. Can you do that? All right. And go. And then you super focus in your square when you're done. Nice work, guys. That was really good. So I think we can do it one more time. But this time, you have to go super fast. How fast? Right. All right, guys. Let's see it. And go. Stop 5. And you focus in square. Nice work, guys. Let's do super focus. So I want to do that one more time. This time I can watch you. And go. And we super focus each step. Each side. All right, guys. Now we're gonna work on a really cool block today. It's called an inward block. Everybody say inward block. Inward block is pretty cool. We're gonna take our hands and we're gonna bring them right to our rib cage. See what I'm doing? Nice, Lane. Good. And now we're gonna take our hand. It'll be our right hand or this hand, and we're gonna bring it up and now cross our body. And you see that? Do it together. Up and across the body. It's the inward block. Nice work. Right down to your guard. Or right back to your chamber. And again, inward block. Right back to your guard. And inward block. Right back to your guard. Inward block. Nice. Nolan. Good great. Right back to your guard. 2 more. Inward block. Right back. 1 more. Too fast. Inward block. Nice work, guys. Now, I want to see 3 more inward blocks without me. When I say inward block, I want to jump fast. You can your arm from the chamber to the other side. Shake your hand for me. And inward block. That was pretty quick. I can go a little faster though. Reaching for those hands. 2 more. Go. That was fast. Nice. Right back. 1 more time to go. Inward block. Nice. Right back to your guard. Right back to your chamber. All right, guys. Now we're going to do it with our other hand or our left hand. Everybody wave your left hand for me. Other left hand. All right, guys, let's do the inward block with that hand. Bring it up and across the body. The inward block. Nice work. Right back to your chamber. And again, inward block. Job. Right back to your chamber. Inward block. Nice, Wayne. Good job. Right back to your chamber. And inward block. Nice, Nolan. Last one, best one. Inward block. Nice work, guys. Now, I want to see you. Let's do 3 without me. I want to jump fast. You can do it. All right, give your hands. And go, inward block. And right back to your chamber, super fast, and go. Right back to your chamber. 1 more, go. Oh, that was fast. Nice work. And testing both check and bring out your square. You got both squats. Standing up super tall, but sitting down. Good job. Brandon, Madden. Nice work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stay where you are while I explain the next drill. So now we're going to do our outward block. Everybody say outward block. I'm gonna have my hands chambered again. Now I'm gonna take my right hand, the one I'm waving, and I'm gonna touch my hip, and I'm gonna go across my body. Let's do it together. Touch your hip, across your body. Nice job. Let's do it again. Touch the hip, across the body. Good job. And bring your hand right back to the chamber. Let's do it again. Touch the hip, across the body. Good job. 2 more times. Touch the hip, across the body. Nice, Lane. Right back to your chamber. Last one. Touch the hip, across the body. Right back to your chamber. Nice work. Now I want to see 3 without me, but I want to see it really fast. So who raise your hand if you can do it really fast. Ooh, look, how about most people can. All right, I want you guys to show me when I say go, do one inward block and go, or out block. And say outward block when you do it. That's better. Right back to your chamber and go. Right back to your chamber and go. All right, guys, that was good. Now let's put your hands, do with the other hand. That's ready. Wave your left hand. That's the hand we're doing it now. And chamber your hand for me. And let's do it again. Touch the hip and outward block. That was good, but I want to hear everybody. Chamber your hands again and outward block. That's so much better. Chamber your hand and outward block. Nice work. 2 more. Chamber your hand and outward block. Nice, Brecken. Really good. Chamber your hand. Last one, best one. Go outward block. Chamber your hand. Touch. Now, I want to see 3 more without me. Super fast. How fast? All right. And go. Outward block. Nice work. And go. Outward block. Nice. And go. Nice work, guys. That was really good. So now, we're going to change it up a little bit. I can say either inward block or outward block. And I want you guys to do your inward block or an outward block, but only with your right hand. Everybody with your right hand? All right, so if I were to say inward block, we would do an inward block like this, do it with me. But if I were to say outward block, we do an outward block. What if I say outward block again? What if I say inward block? Good energy, man. What if I say outward block? All right, you guys have a hand to hang with it. Couple it out. We and inward block. Remember, I'm going to hear everybody while you do it. And inward block. Nice job. Outward block. Nice. Good job. Outward block. One more inward block. Nice work, guys. Good job, Grayson. And Adrian, nice work, guys. Now, let's do the same thing with the other hand now. Change your hand. Now, do the left hand. And inward block. Inward block. Outward block. Inward block. Outward block. Outward block. Inward block. All right, nice work. Now do without me and inward block. Nice job, Lane. And outward block. Nice, good bracket. And inward block. And outward block. Outward block. And inward block. And last one, back to outward block. Nice work, guys. And 10 seconds focus check. Super focused, just like Grayson. Good work, guys. What you doing? All right, now we are going to work on some basic punches. The jab, the cross, and the hook. So we're going to go to our guard. Everybody guards up. That means you want to be on our shoulder facing towards our reflection in the mirror. So have your shoulder facing your reflection, your left side forward. And sit. Nice. So that way forward. Okay, yeah, good. Excellent. Oh, you guys are good. Great. Good. Yeah, excellent. And can you go the other way for me? Start your body facing towards the wall. So stomach towards the wall. Yes, good. All right, guys. Now we're going to work on the jab. That's our lead hand. So our lead hand is going to throw our jab and go straight back to my guard. Right here, you show me how to do this. Great. You show me? Nice. Okay, our feet up. Nice. One more go. Nice work, Lane. All right, guys. Let's do it together. Guards up. And go. Yeah. Nice work. And go. Yeah. And go. Yeah. Go. Yeah. 3 more. Go. Yeah. Nice. Good, Harry. And 2 more. Go. Yeah. Last one. Go. Yeah. Nice work. Now I want to see 5 more. And these 5 have to be super fast. Fastest ever. Can you do that for me? All right. Let's see. Guards up. When I say go, just do 1 jab super fast. And go. Ooh, that was really fast. Go. Nice, Cindy. And go. Nice, that was really fast. 2 more. Go. Nice, break. And 2 more. more, go. Good, Greg, much better. Last one, go. Nice. All right, guys. Now we're gonna work our cross. Everybody say cross. Our cross is our back hand, so we're gonna still stay with our body facing towards our facing towards the wall. So I want my stomach facing towards the wall. Everybody do that for me. Have your stomach facing towards the wall. So and just like I am. We just fired up though. Enough. Our back hand's gonna go across, right back to our guard. So cross, right back to our guard. You Kristen? Yeah, sometimes, but not right now. And everybody do it with me and take Tia while you do it. So Tia. Nice work. And cross. Tia. Nice work. And go. Tia. And go. Tia. Good, Brandon. And go. Tia. Nice one. Last one. Best one. Go. Tia. Nice, man. It comes great. The 5 rounds, the E5 are super strong. And go. Nice, Taylor. Yeah, great. Go. And go. Nice, Lane. 2 more, go. Nice, Brendan. Last one, best one, go. All right, guys, now let's work on our hook. Everybody say hook. Our hook is going to be our lead hand again. For the hands, we were throwing our jab with earlier. I'm going to bring my hand across my face, right back to my guard. Bring it in, you show me how to do that. Can you show me? Try, can you show me? Show me like that. Good job, baby. Here. Good job, one more. Right back to your guard. Awesome job. All right, guys, let's do it together. Just let me try it. And go. Yeah. Right back to your guard. Go. Yeah. Nice, Timmy. And go. Yeah. 2 more. Go. Yeah. Nice, moving, Hillary. Last one, back one, go. Yeah. Nice, Lane. All right, guys. Now I'm going to be 5 without you. How many? All right, when I say go, just do 1 and go. And go. Nice, Hillary. That's great. Go. Really good. Go. Go. Nice, pass. Last one, back one, go. Nice work, guys. And everybody, spending focus checks. Then you do super focus on their square. Just like Hillary. Straight on. Great. Then you guys all look super focused. Count back to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Just like Brandon. Look how focused Brandon is. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now stay where you are. Start with us for the next drill. We're going to work on something called hard boat stance. Everybody say hard boat stances. I'm going to start by facing towards the ears, and I'm going to have my leg as closest to the wall. Go like this. Almost like I'm bending it. And then my other leg is going to be flat out, just like this. So everybody do what I'm doing. Let me see it. Take good job. Now quickly switch sides. Nice work. And switch sides. Switch sides. 2 more, switch sides. And last one, switch sides. Nice work. Good job. And right back up, guys. All right. That was pretty good. Now I want to see a couple without you. You think you can do a couple without you? That was good energy, Lane and Adriana. All right, guys. We're going to start by bending our knees towards the wall, towards the right heel. And go. Let me see the hard stance. Like this. Keep it there. And go to the other side. Nice, Adriana. Good. Nice, Brecken. That's really good. And go. Switch to the other side. Nice, Luca. And go. Switch to the other side. Nice, Cindy. Really good. And go. Switch. Nice, Maddox. Last one. Best one. Go. Switch. Nice. All right. That's going. All right, guys. Now back up. So, guys did a really good job of that. I think you're ready for punches too. So, now we're going to add a punch to it. So I'm going to go to my arm stance and punch. And then let's switch and punch. And I'm going to switch and punch. So each time I'm punching in a direction that I'm switching towards. You guys understand what I mean? Yes, sir. All right. Awesome. Let's do it together. And everybody punch. Perfect. Good job. And switch punch. Nice job. Punch. And punch. And punch. 2 more punch. Last one punch. Nice work. Speed it. I want to take a couple more without me. And switch punch. So I'm going in this direction. Nice work. And punch. Nice. Luke and Hillary. Nice. Lane. And switch punch. Good job. 2 more. Go. Last one. Best one. Nice. Timmy. Go. Nice. Okay. Quickly hop back up. All right, guys. Now we're going to do another set of jumping jumping jacks. How many jumping jacks? All right, I want to see if we do it all at the same time. Let's do it together. Stay at my pace. Good job, Grayson. And go. 1, 2, keep going. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I be super focused. Center your square. All right, guys, that was pretty good. So I think you can probably do it without me. Didn't you do it without me? All right, let's see. And I'm still going to count for you, though. So when you hear me say 1 or 2 or 3, when I'm counting, that's when you're doing your jumping jack. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Super focus square. All right, guys, let's do one more set. But now we're just going to do a set 5. But these 5 have to be super fast. I want to see if we can get faster. And I say no more yet. Go! Count for me, I can hear you. Maybe super focus square. That was pretty good. But I want to hear everybody counting too. So now we're going to do it one more time. I want everybody to count so they know which number you're on. One more time and go! Focus. Right now, we're going to work on something called neutral guard kicking. Everybody say neutral guard kicking. Our neutral guard is where we have our hands up, our leg is shoulder width apart, and we're kicking straight forward. So exciting. So everybody go just like a slam. And now we're going to work on our front kick. So everybody, tap your right leg for me. Tap your right leg. That's the leg we're going to kick with. We're going to bring our knee straight up in the air and send it out, back in and down. Let's do it together. And go. Front kick. Actually, I don't even see how well we do this kick though. And go. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Go. Yeah. And last one, best one, go! Yeah. Right back to guard. All right. Now I want to see a couple without me. I want to see how high you can get. And guard, go back up to your neutral guard. Big Adriana. And Brandon, nice. And no one, and Jimmy, nice. And go! Right back to your guard. Good job. And go! Nice. Right. I want to hear everybody go. Go! And 2 more, go! Nice, Hillary. All right, guys. Last one, best one, go! Nice work. All right, now we're going to do it with the other leg. So everybody, let's tap your left leg for me. Tap your left leg. And now let's raise our knee up. And throw a front kick back in and down. Good job. Let's do it again. And go! See ya. How many of you? Yes, everybody while we do this stuff. And go! Yeah. Nice work. Go! Yeah. 2 more. Go! Yeah. Last one, go! Yeah. Now I want to take a couple without me. These ones have to be super fast though. How fast? That's right. And go! Go! Nice, Nolan and Brandon. Go! Nice, Cindy. Go! Nice, 2 more. Go! Last one, best one. Wait for it. Wait for it. Go! All right, guys, that was really good. Now we're going to work on a different type of front kick. Now we're going to go our right stance. That's if we're sideways, the same way we were when we were doing our jab crosses up. So we want our stomach, you think towards the wall. So everybody go to your right stance for me. You start up looking at your reflection in the mirror though, just like how I am. All right. So now we're going to look at our back leg front kick. So the leg is farther away from the mirror. So this leg was farther away. I'm going to throw my front kick, plant right back into my, well, plant right back down. Let's do it together. And go! Yeah. Right back down. Nice move up. And go! Yeah. Nice, Hillary. Go! Yeah. Nice, Adriana. And 2 more. Go! And last one, best one, go! That's really good. Now a couple without me and go! 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 And go. Nice work, guys. So now, that's to be exact. Actually, we're going to do a slider front kick now. Everybody can slider front kick. leg front kick. I can right back my guard. My back leg, do it with me now. My back leg slides up. Throw your back or your lead leg front kick right back down. Right back to your guard. Let's do it again. And slide up. Front kick. And play it right back. Two more together. Slide up. Front kick. And drive right back to your guard. And go. Slide up. Front kick right back. Nice. All right, guys. Now come without me. And go. Slide up. Front kick. Right back to your guard. And go. And go. And go. And go. And last one, best one, go. Nice work. All right, guys, you did really good with that. I think you're ready to take up another level. But this is a pretty tricky kick. It's called a skip front kick. Everybody say skip front kick. It's really similar to the slider front kick, except we do a little bit of a kick or a little bit of a hop. So before, we were just sliding our leg up. But now, my back leg is going to hop and for just hop to where my knee leg is. So let's just start with that part together. And hop to where your knee leg is, and go right back. Hop to where your knee leg is, go right back. And one more time, hop to where your knee leg is. All right, now we're going to hop to my hip. Is it better to do it? My back leg's going to hop to my knee leg is. I'm going to throw my kick and step right back to where I was. Good, great. All right, guys, let's do it again. And go. Hop, kick, right back to my guard. All right, kick that before. And go. Kick, right back to my guard. And go. Kick, right back to my guard. And two more, go. Kick, right back to my guard. Last one, go. Yeah, right back to my guard. Now I want to get no one out me. And go. Right? Really good at it. And go. Remember to hop before. And go. And two more, go. Thanks, go. Keep coming towards me. Last one, best one, go. Better. And time. All right, guys. Now, everybody, switch your stance. Now your stomach facing towards the window. So my guard is still up and I'm still facing towards the mirror. So now I'm going to do my back leg front kick with the leg as farther away from the mirror again. So I'm going to go back leg front kick, right back to my guard. Let's do it together. And go. Yeah. Right back to my guard. Good, Adriana. And go. Yeah. Nice. We'll go right back. And go. Yeah. Good, Brecken. Two more. Go. Yeah. And good job, Hillary. Last one, best one, go. Yeah. That's that. All right, now let's be free without me. But equals have to be super, super high in the air. How high in the air? Yeah, that's right, Lane. Super high in the air. And, all right, good. And go. I want to hear a feel when you do it though. And go. Much better. And go. Right back to the guard. All right, guys. Now, we're going to move on to our side front kick. So my back leg is going to slide up to my knee leg is. I'm going to throw my front kick and plant right back down. Let's do it together. And go. Slide up. Front kick. Right back down to my guard. And go. Slide up. Front kick. Right back down. Go with me. And go. Yeah. And go. Yeah. Right back down. One more. Go. Yeah. Now three without me, but these three have to be super intense. Because good, loud, short, but strong deals like this. Yeah. And go. And go. And go. All right, I heard Hillary really strongly. All right, guys, now we're going to move on to our pop-up stuff, or not pop-up, our skip front kick. My back leg is going to hop where my lead leg is. Let's do it together and go. And start right back up and go. Just skip right back. And one more time, go. Skip. All right. Now we're at a front kick. So we look like this. Take my skip kick. I got my front kick right back. All right, my skip, my front kick right back to my guard. Let's do it together and go. Yeah. And go. Yeah. And two more together. Go. Yeah. Last one, best one. Go. Yeah. No one can free without me, but these three have to be super fast. Arms up and on your intensity two. Go! And go! And go! Right leg. Nice work, guys. All right. A little chest. One more set of jumping jacks up like a square. One more set of 10. For these 10 have to be as fast as you can. And go! And nice work. All right, guys. Stay towards the position. Set. And courtesy. And drop down. Sing that tune. And then, let me hear some of that happening. Everybody go, Lisa! And your master. Nice job. Everyone say, persistence breaks down resistance. I know, that's a pretty big thing, right? But persistence breaks down resistance. Persistence is when you keep on trying. Like, in the class, we talk about the principle of black belt, constitution, integrity. Perseverance and persistence are kind of the same thing. Does anyone know what the Grand Canyon is? You know what the Grand Canyon is? That's what we do, maybe, right? Great big gorge that's like been drilled through the ground with water. Now, what do you think is harder? Water or a rock? Well, a rock is definitely harder. Like if I have a bucket of water and I splash it on Adriana, is it going to hurt? No. I mean, maybe some of the water gets in her eyes. But what if I have a rock and I throw a rock at her? Is that going to hurt? Yes, right? Rock is way harder than water. However, over the course of time, water will wear down a rock, right? Well, because persistence, what happens is every time the water hits the rock, it scrapes off just a tiny little bit. And just because it keeps on scraping, it doesn't give up. Eventually, it will wear the rock away, right? That's persistence, right? So let's say that maybe you have a project to do at home, for instance, like maybe you have to clean your room. And sometimes, I know when I was a kid, I'd look at my messy room and I'd think, it'll take too long. But if I just kept at it, I would get my room clean. And sometimes, like if you're having to do some work for school or something, you might think, oh, but it's going to take so long. But you just keep working at it, right? You're like water. You just keep working it, breaking down the rock, and before you know it, the job will be done. But it takes persistence, right? Now, sometimes another thing to think of is like how stone cutters cut rocks. This is another good example. With a stone cutter cutting a rock, they'll take a chisel and a hammer basically, and they bang away at the rock. Sometimes 100 times with almost no difference at all. And then all of a sudden on number 101, they hit it, and the rock splits right in half. Right? Now, do you suppose it was just that one shot that broke the rock, or was it all 100 shots before that? And then finally, number 101 finally broke the rock. Right. So it was 101 shot that really broke the rock. Right? It wasn't just one. So imagine they kept going and going and going, and then they stopped at number 100. They never would have broke the rock in half, but because they tried one more time, they suddenly had a breakthrough and they made it back. And this sometimes can be like your work too. Like let's say schoolwork, sometimes you're looking at it and you just don't understand it. But then somebody explains it to you a little differently and you go, oh, now that makes sense. Right? So this is why we can never give up on our goals. We never give up on the work that we have to do. It's because sometimes we only see a little bit of progress at a time, but then suddenly 6 months later, there's a whole lot of progress. I see it all the time, especially with this age group with you guys. When you first start taking classes and you're like, I don't know how to do any of this stuff. And all of a sudden, 6 straight months later, I look and you look like awesome little karate soldiers in class. Right? But if you hadn't given up, would you ever become that good at karate? Yeah. If you gave up? No, you wouldn't have gotten good at all if you gave up. But it's because you make little bits of progress every day. And then suddenly 6 months, a year later, you look awesome at karate. Right? But only if you keep working at it super hard. Does that make sense, everyone? All right, so I have a tip to give out. As we all know, remember all the things we have to do to get our tips. Number one, I know you guys know these. We're just going to rattle through them quick today. Everybody say, stand your square.
Stay on your square.
Stay on 2 feet.
Stay on 2 feet.
Eyes on the teacher.
Eyes on the teacher.
Do what you're asked. Raise your hand and wait till you call down. Well, let me tell you, this person does super well every single class. Give it up. Orange stripe for Mr. Maddox. Give him a nice energy. Orange tip on his yellow belt. Showing great leadership skills in the classroom. Everything. Good job, Maddox.
Good job, Maddox.
Don't break that in your spot. All right, let's see you super fast. Quick stand right back out. And then set. Shoulders back, chin up, eyes straight ahead, ready on your square. Everyone relax in. And loud and proud as a dedicated student of the martial arts.
As a dedicated student of the martial arts,
I will live by the principles of black belt.
I will live by the principles of black belt.
Modesty,
Modesty,
courtesy,
courtesy,
integrity,
integrity,
self-control,
self-control,
perseverance,
perseverance,
and indomitable spirit.
and indomitable spirit.
What is the goal?
Black belt excellence.
Remember, I say, what is the goal? You say, black belt, excellent, sir. What is the goal?
Black belt excellent, sir.
And neutral stand positions.
Yeah.
Set. Courtesy, say, thank you, sir. And then step to the left, down, block the right, knee, impact martial arts. And then place your up the outside.
Awesome.
And then step totally still. You can be as still as Luca. Hands straight to the side. Shoulders back. Chin up.
Hi, Zoom
Eyes
team.
straight ahead. Bring your square when it calls your name.